going on, y'all? The reviewer is here, and I'm back to give y'all this album review of Mr. Serv-On called The Next Level. I'm sure y'all know who Mr. Serv-On is if you check out my last reviews of Life Insurance and The Wars Meet Part 1. Alright, and I'll put those links in the description box in case you missed it. Now, it's always been this debate whether Life Insurance or The Next Level was better. Is it better? Is this album better than Life Insurance? I'm going to discuss all that. Alright, so let me give y'all the producers who made the beats for this album. The producers were Craig B, Odell, KLC, Carlos Steven, Keno, Moby Dick, Rico from Sons of Funk, and Mark in the Dark, I believe from Dog Pound Productions. And the features, you can see some of them on there on the cover, but the ones that I did not mention or that's not on there is Mac, Big Ed, and I believe that's all of them. All right, and also Big Pun, that has to be the biggest name out there. So let's get with the songs. Oh, and by the way, real deal, how can I forget? All right, let's go with the songs now. The first track is Forever My Life, The Beginning. This is just the first, just a little intro. Tank Niggas, this features a whole bunch of people. If y'all remember, hold on. If y'all remember, they was doing a lot of soldier tracks, I'm putting that in quotes, AKA posse songs. So this track here features a bunch of people. This features C Murder, Fiend, Mac, Mia X, Big Ed, Low Soldiers, Cain and Abel, whole bunch of people, man. And this song is pretty good, man. Fiend does the hook on this song, and like I said, it's a soldier song for them. This is a bumping track. All of them came through with some dope verses. Mac come through with a dope verse. I like Cain and Abel verses as well. They came through with a nice one. Overall, easily one of the best tracks off of the album. And y'all know Mr. Serv-On was rapping like crazy on this album. All right, Boot 'Em Up. This features Fiend and Mystical. Fiend does the hook for the song as well. Fiend is like the hook man right now, you know. And this track is a lot up-tempo and things of that nature. Serv-On comes through with a straight verse. And again, I really don't like the way he's kind of rapping off beat, but I explain all that after the songs I review. Then Fiend comes through with a nice verse. Then Mystical come through with a dope verse. He always comes through with some dope verses, man. Mystical does not disappoint. All right, from NY to NO, this features Big Pun. May he rest in peace. And this is a video, there's a video for this song, and I didn't believe it at first until Mr. Serv-On posted on his Instagram. I said, oh snap, there's a video for this? So I peeped it out. So Serv came through with a straight verse, and again, he's rapping like crazy on here. And then Big Pun comes through with a dope ass verse, one of the hardest verses that I heard from him in a good little minute. Now, the beat is pretty straight, it's not bad, but I think this was one of the songs that gave Serv his shine, you know, things like that. F You Serv, that's the next name of the track. This song is pretty nice, it's not bad. Serv coming through with some nice verses. Again, it's offbeat rapping, but he's doing pretty nice on this one. And that hook is pretty good too. The next one is called Murder. This features Magic. May Magic rest in peace as well. And this song goes hard, man. This is another bumping track from Mr. Serv-On. That beat is really nice. Serv comes through with a nice verse and all that stuff. Magic comes through with a good verse as well. Be on the lookout for the Magic album review I have coming called Sky's the Limit. So be on the lookout for that. And this song is pretty straight. This is probably one of my favorite tracks off of the album. I Hate the Way I Live. That's the next name of the track. This song is pretty cool. It's not bad. Serv come through with some nice verses, and he's explaining about the way, you know, he hate the way he lives now that he got, you know, house, nice cars, things like that. Best Friend 2. This features C Murder. and another singer, I believe. I can't remember the female singer name right now, but if y'all remember, Best Friend was on the Life Insurance album, and this is a part 2. The song is pretty cool. C Murder comes through with a cool verse about his best friend who's a woman, and Serv does the next thing. On this one, they saying that we about to have a baby or whatever. You know, first one, they were saying you my best friend, you know, things like that. The next one, I'm gonna go down to Straight Outta NO. This features C Murder and Magic. This song is pretty cool. Song is pretty much a tribute to Straight Outta Compton. C Murder comes through with a dope verse. Serv does well, and Magic comes through with a pretty good verse as well. And they all paying their homage to NWA, you know what I'm saying? Nice tribute there. Then I'm gonna go down to This Is For My Niggas. This is with Ghetto Commission, you know what I'm saying? This is a bumping track as well. This song goes hard as hell. I forget his name, he does the hook. He sings the hook. But Serv comes through with a nice verse. The rest of the Ghetto Commission come through with some dope verses. They pretty much saying this is for my homies, I haven't forgot about you, things like that. Then Freaky Dreams, this features, I believe, Odell, if I'm not mistaken. And y'all remember on Life Insurance, the P Dreams. This one is called Freaky Dreams. And I really think this song is better than the first one. Like, this song is on point. Odell does a nice job singing and all that stuff, and then Serv comes through with a nice verse. This is pretty much about making love, having sex type thing. Another one of my personal favorites off of the album, believe it or not, you know what I'm saying? Strap Up is pretty good, and this features Fiend, I believe. This song is pretty cool. Like I said, Serv come through with some nice verses, and he does pretty well on here. Then My Story, this features KLC, and this is a pretty good track as well. Mr. Serv-On, he's basically talking about how he came about with Master P and No Limit Records and things like that. He's telling a nice little story how things start off at the beginning. I love it. This is a pretty nice track as well from Mr. Serv-On, and this is probably the only song that he raps on beat in. You know what I'm saying? And I dig it, even though it don't last long. The last track, well, almost the last track, is called The Last Song. Whoa, this song is pretty amazing to me, man. It sounds like some old medieval type beat, you know what I mean? If you hear it, you will see what I'm talking about. And Serv comes through with some pretty cool verses, and he just talking about if he go out with a bang, make sure, you know, take care of some things first, and then, you know, take me out. One of my personal favorites, another one of my personal favorites off of the album. All right, so those are the songs that I review for this album. I had a hard time really giving my take on this album, and to rate this out of a 10, I would give this a solid 8. All right, Mr. Serv-On does a real good job of beat selections. My only problem with this album is that he raps a lot off beat, you know, and some people likes it. It gives me, I don't know, I don't mean to say this in the wrong way, but it kind of gives me a headache, you know, if I hear a lot of offbeat rapping throughout the whole album and things like that. But he does have some bangers on here. And then on other songs, it's like you're thinking, what the hell, man? And you're really trying to sit and listen to it, but it's hard to. So as a result, I mean, if you're a Mr. Serv-On fan, I think you would definitely appreciate this album. If you're not a Serv fan or even a No Limit fan, it's like it's a really hard take on it, you know. But some people say this album is better than Life Insurance. Me personally, I don't think so. Life Insurance, I really love that album with a passion, man. But again, this is just my opinion. Some people may say different, but you can't tell me Mr. Serv-On wasn't rapping off beat. throughout the whole album of this. I mean, you just can't do that. You can't say that he was rapping on beat. I mean, but anyway, to each his own. Point is, I'm a Mr. Serv-On fan, so I can't really say I don't like the album. Anyway, with that being said, you can probably find this album online for a pretty fair price, and that's it. Shout out to Mr. Serv-On for coming out with a nice album. Shout out to all the features and all the producers. All right. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another review. All right. Peace out, guys.